This is one of the most common fitness questions since everybody wants abs. You can probably find a lot of videos on this topic, so I'm going to give you my canned response to how do I get a six-pack. First off, the good news is that everybody has a six-pack. It's just covered up by some belly fat. The rectus abdominis muscle is the ab muscle that has that washboard shape. Having a six-pack isn't really about how big or how strong that rectus abdominis muscle is, but rather how much fat it has to push through to see the light of day. The only thing you need to worry about when trying to get a six-pack is losing that belly fat. Unfortunately, we all know that you can't spot reduce fat. In other words, you can't pick and choose where you decide to lose excess weight. Ab work is great, but it doesn't allow you to get rid of belly fat any more than any other exercise. When you burn calories from peripheral fat, you lose it proportionally everywhere. What I tend to advocate for are three big things. Perform hard exercises. When I say hard exercises, I mean intense movement with large muscle groups. If you're working out appropriately, you're pushing your muscles to about 80% of their max capacity. If you do movements and incorporate large muscle groups, you inherently need more load to hit that 80%. More load equals more work, and more work equals more calories burned. Hard exercises could be heavy squats, it could be heavy clean and jerks, it could be a hard 20-40 minute run, it could be sprint repeats. The goal is to perform hard movements to the best of your abilities. Push yourself. A good rule of thumb is that if you hate doing an exercise, it's probably good for you. For me, I hate Bulgarian split squats, so I make sure to do the exercise, but I reward myself with an exercise that I actually like overhead press. Keep in mind, this sucks. Working hard is hard work. Get yourself a good personal trainer if you're unsure how to approach exercise, and speak with your physician if you have concerns about your health. The second thing I like to advocate for is eating the good stuff. We all have a good understanding of which foods are healthy and which aren't. There are 1,000 ways to incorporate more green things like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, collard greens, kale, and bright things, peppers, eggplant, onions into your diet. I try to prioritize getting at least some vegetables into every, if not most, meals. This way you don't have to exclude your favorite things. If you need food ideas, check out my buddy Ben over at Fitness for Food Lovers. The last thing I advocate for is sleep. Sleep is great. It's when your body uses the great food you just ate to recover so you can work hard the next day. Keep in mind, yes, ab work will make your core stronger so that your abs are more likely to push through the fat, but so will hard exercises. Squats, cleans, runs, sprints, all utilize your core, not just your rectus abdominis muscle, the entirety of the core musculature. Your core has to work to stabilize the transfer of energy from your legs to where the bar is placed on your shoulders. If it wasn't, you'd be crushed. Because your core isn't moving doesn't mean it's not working. Sometimes preventing movement is just as difficult as creating movement. So to summarize, the three big tips are to work out hard, prioritize eating the good stuff, and sleep. Getting a six-pack will just take some time. Find a way where you can fit these principles into a sustainable lifestyle. Remember, you can't undo effort. A bad meal will not undo a good meal. You're always better off having a good meal regardless of what the rest of your diet looks like, and you're always better off putting in some work regardless of what the rest of your workout looks like. Let me know in the comments if you found this video helpful or interesting. And please consider subscribing if you want more long, drawn-out answers to seemingly simple fitness questions. Thank you and good luck.